What up, World Wear 18? Back at it again. Welcome to the episode. Thanks for all of you guys watching for the first time. Hope you liked the video. Check out my other videos. Maybe you find something you like. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you to those who've been with me since the beginning. Truly appreciate you guys for sticking around, watching my videos, liking all that good stuff. Continue to do so. Let's get into this video. It's going to be a good one. Hope you guys enjoy it. Later. In 2003, ESPN shocked everyone by diving headfirst into original drama with Playmakers, a gritty, no-holds-barred look at life inside professional football. The show was raw, intense, and for a brief moment, revolutionary. But after just one explosive season, Playmakers disappeared. Why? Well, rumor has it the NFL didn't just dislike the show, they silenced it. Let's break down what made Playmakers so controversial, so popular, and so short-lived. I love this show. It was one of my favorite shows on ESPN when it came out. I watched every episode. Playmakers premiered on ESPN in August 2003. The show followed the Cougars, a fictional pro football team, and tackled everything from steroid use and domestic violence to closeted sexuality and chronic injuries. It was a far cry from the glossy, glorified image of football we usually see. The show starred Omar Gooding, Russell Hornsby, and Marcelo Thetford, and quickly found a loyal audience. It was ESPN's first scripted drama, and it crushed ratings expectations, pulling in 2.5 million viewers per episode. That is crazy. It made people was watching the show and they still canceled, which made no sense because it was so good. And Omar Gooding was fantastic. This was him coming off a smart guy too, so it sucked that they only had one season of the show. But Playmakers wasn't just a drama, it was a mirror. The themes they explored were uncanny similar to real-life issues plaguing the NFL. Steroid abuse, check. Players struggling with concussions, check. Hidden LGBTQ plus identities, gambling problems, media manipulation. Playmakers pulled zero punches. It was so raw that many fans thought the show was based on real teams, and the NFL, they weren't having it. That's what made the show so good. It seemed real. It seemed believable. They didn't even use real team names, and people watched the show like it was a real show or whatever, like it was real NFL teams. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I wish they didn't cancel it. It was so dumb because the NFL got scared that people would actually see what was really going on behind the scenes, and that's what this show showed. According to reports, NFL commissioner at the time, Paul Tagliabue, personally reached out to ESPN and expressed the league's strong disappointment. While the NFL had no direct stake in the show, it had a massive deal with ESPN, a broadcasting partnership worth billions. And the league made it clear airing Playmakers threatened their relationship. ESPN had to choose keep their hit show or keep their access to the NFL. They made the right choice. The show wasn't going to make the network. The NFL is ESPN pretty much now. All they talk about is football. And people love football. It's the number one sport in America. So they definitely made the right choice. Either have 2.5 million people watch the show or not have billions of people watch the NFL on Sundays or whatever. So they made the right choice. It was a good business decision, even though the show was good. Playmakers was canceled in February 2004 after just 11 episodes. Officially, ESPN claimed they want to return focus on sports content. Unofficially, most insiders agree the NFL pressured ESPN behind the scenes. Showrunner John Eisendrath has been even stated publicly that the NFL killed Playmakers because it told too much of the truth. Fans were shocked and angry, but ESPN didn't push back. What I don't understand is why another network didn't pick it up. I don't know if they didn't. I don't know why you wouldn't if it was a hit show, people were watching it. A network that didn't have any ties to the NFL could have picked this up, and it would have gone for like a couple more seasons at least. It was such a good show. They could have paid. It happens all the time. Shows change networks all the time. I don't know why nobody ever tried to redo this show. It made no sense to me. Playmakers walk so other sports dramas could run. It pushed boundaries that mainstream TV hadn't touched and laid the groundwork for future shows like Ballers and All American. It showed audiences wanted real stories, messy, complex, and unfiltered. And in a weird way, Playmakers may have helped spark deeper conversations about the safety, CTE, and NFL accountability years before those topics hit the mainstream. This is true. It still sucks that the show didn't continue in that same iteration that it was in. I know it branched out to form other like TV shows similar, but this show was original. It was so good, and it deserved better than what it got. Just because fucking bum ass Paul Tagliabue didn't like what they was talking about, didn't want people to hear the truth. It's so always about money in the end. So Playmakers was a great show. Like I said, 11 episodes was definitely not enough. It showed so much in those 11 episodes, though, that shows you that how scared the NFL was from people finding out what really happens to these players or whatever. Like I said, they tackled drugs and infidelity, tackled gay stuff, um, CTE, injuries, all the stuff that they don't want you to know about what happens in the NFL at the time or whatever. Now with all of the behind the scenes shit, we know a lot of stuff that happens. But this show was, like I said, way ahead of its time. It showed shit that people didn't even know happened. And I think Tagliabue got scared because it was a multi-million-dollar industry at the time, and it's still a multi-million-dollar industry right now. But he didn't want anything to stop that train from going. So he fucking, like I said, it's always about money. He put an axe to that shit real quick when he heard what was going on in the show. Even though it had nothing, no affiliation with the NFL, no real team names, no real team players or nothing like that. It was too close to a product on a network where the NFL was showed, which would affect its product in the end. And I thought that was terrible that they canceled that show when it was so good. I think Playmakers could definitely work today. I don't know if you could have that same cast because they're all old now, or whatever. But at the time, if we had HBO, we had HBO. I don't know why they didn't put it on HBO, but I guess it was too gritty for that time. But they had shows like fucking Oz on HBO. I don't know why nobody picked it up. To tell you the truth, it just makes no sense for a show that good that was getting viewers. It was proven to be getting viewers. So definitely Playmakers is a great show. I think you can watch some episodes on YouTube or whatever. I'm not exactly sure where you can find it at. I don't think it's streaming anywhere. I know they have the DVD box set or whatever. But you could probably find it on YouTube. I saw a bunch of clips on YouTube or whatever. Good show. Definitely check it out if you have a chance. In the end, Playmakers told the truth too early and paid the price. It dared to show that beneath the lights and the glory, football had a dark side, and the NFL, like any powerful institution, protected the image at all costs. Would Playmakers survive today? Probably. With platforms like HBO or Netflix, a show like this could thrive, but in 2003, it was ahead of its time and the league wasn't ready. That's going to do it for the video. Hope you liked it. I love Playmakers. I thought it was an excellent show. It got canceled way too soon. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, what you think about the video. Click on anybody else's channel and decide to watch mine, so I truly appreciate you. It's only 24 hours in a day, and you gave me a couple minutes, so thank you. That's going to do it. I'll get at y'all on the next one. Later.